What's good, people? Let's go. Let's get it in, man. Big day today, man. Big day. What's good? Let's go, man. We're not here to play today, man. We're not here to play today at all. Strictly business, man. I'll be with y'all 1 second. We're not here to play no games, man. Perspective, Festo, Daniel Berry, what's good? Let's go, man. Let's go. We in the building. We gonna get it in, man. I ain't holding no punches today, man. There will be no punches held today. No punches. I don't care. It's up right now, man. It's up. I'm in that mood, and a lot of things got to happen, man. A lot of things. Simon Simmons, what up? E. Smith, what up? AJ, what up? What's good? Let's go. Get the likes up, man. We about to pour on in here, man. Yeah, young thug. Yeah, I definitely I get on that, right? I don't understand the Atlanta system, like far as I never heard, like, I learned a lot with this case here. Like all this probation stuff with this 15-year probation and the way how they sentence them. Every state is different. That thing caught me off guard, like how they do things there, like the suspensions of this and the 15-year probation and all that. Like he lucked up. He need to thank God, man. He needs to thank God. But they put a tight restrictions of things he could do. They want him to do a lot of community work, which is good. I think community work is good, man. I think community work, for anybody that's been in the streets and things like that, it's nothing like community work. It's just a good feeling you feel. There's nothing like community work. Community work, especially when you come from the streets, it's just a righteous feel you have. It just feels so good that, you know what I mean, to give back, say something positive, and want to do better, want to help someone. Like that's a good feeling, man. That is a good feeling. So I think he's gonna enjoy that part of it. He definitely has some good qualities. I heard the lawyer talked about how someone robbed somebody or stole some money and he made them give it back. And like a lot of charitable things he did, not just him throwing out money, but just a morally thing he did. I can't remember everything because I've got a lot going on. So it'd be hard for me to remember like a lot of details on a lot of different things, but during the sentencing, they talked about a lot of that stuff, and I think that he had a lot of like moral characters, which is was good, like a good thing. They say I think somebody robbed somebody or beat somebody out of some money. He made them give it back, and then went out his own pocket and gave it back. You know, and his mom had I think had 11 kids. His mom, not like the dad. It's different with the dad because you got kids by multiple women. Mom pushed out 11 kids, so you can imagine, how hard it is to do that, to raise a lot of kids, and kids get lost in the shuffle like that because they it's so much a parent can do with that many kids. Like they got the work, they got the. It just one kid takes a require a lot of attention. So with that many kids is hard. So you can slip under the cracks, but I think some people just need to be around the right people sometimes. You have to get around the right people to make the right decisions. Your thought process is different. Like people Dirk was around and him having the money he had and just still doing a lot of stuff he was doing and just his way of thinking. I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second. I'm trying to find some good parking space. Yeah, Twan Art Page. I'm chilling. He got a second chance at life, man. Like when you get that second chance, you got to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because all that, like I think this is like a wake up call for him. I think Thug gonna be good from now on because he see all that gang stuff. He had guys testify against him, guys snitching. And I'm pretty sure he gonna see the Dirk situation. How he had murders on his case. I think this is like a real wake up call. He lived it. He making money. He saw how it was. I think that's definitely a wake up call. You know how they say some people don't change, and I think he's going to be all right from here on out. Mister, what up? I wonder if parking suspended today. I don't think so. I know it's been the Tuesday, election day, suspended. I need to find out because I'm sitting there trying to find a particular space where I might just look at this fool. I see why insurance is so high in New York. I see why. I really do. I see why insurance is so high in New York. People just the way they drive is crazy. Like it's not that serious. There's probably a lot of accidents where holding up traffic and I don't think it's suspended. The dude would have took the spot here. One thing you can tell when parking suspended. I don't think it's suspended. I know it's suspended Tuesday. Big Dog, what's good, bro? He said, you look like Dream is pro? That's the first time I've ever heard. Hold on, let me read this. I know I don't look like him. Some people I could get it. I could be like, yeah, I could see why you said that. Let me see what he said. He said, you look like Dreams Pro every time he make content. He always include LeBron James. What that do with me looking like? I'm including LeBron James because what I'm about to say. And I know a lot of people like, damn, Kareem just like be going at Braun, and y'all seem like a really change. I'm just tired of it. And I never really was a LeBron James fan to begin with. But now it just, because it's like I feel like these next couple years, I can't be at full invested in my team. I can't. I can't. I'm like done with the Lakers, and it's because of him. You know, if he wasn't on his team, I feel a little better. I don't like the way he moved. I think LeBron James is a poison to the whole NBA, not just the Lakers. I think he's a poison to the whole NBA because that mindset he had. A lot of people, oh, it's player empowerment. It's not. It's too much bitching. This LeBron James bitch a lot. All he do is bitch, and he's got so much of a strong influence on the league and a lot of these players in his era, and look what caused it. Kevin Durant, watch this lady gonna get in this car. There's like 3 people waiting for this parking spot. Man. Kevin Durant, the lady, damn, I know it. Somebody get in this spot. Fuck. Kevin Durant, I forgot who he was getting interviewed by, the lady, and she was talking about Dwayne Wade's statue, because Dwayne Wade said Kevin Durant gonna be one of the next players who gonna get a statue. And Kevin Durant kept it real. He kept it real. He said, no, I'm not getting no statue. Because, and I think I agree, he shouldn't get no statue. Because he bounced around. Like he said, he kept it real. He's a great player and he statue worthy, but he bounced around. And he didn't have that mindset until LeBron James started doing it. Once LeBron James had that mindset and poisoned these guys, LeBron was tricking these guys out their spot. Telling these guys was in good spots, and he poisoned their head. Just like he got with Anthony Edwards never talked this much. He got with him during the Olympics, and now Anthony Edwards say all type of foolishness. And you see the type of foolishness he's saying. We know that foolishness he's saying geared towards. You know what I'm saying? And that's the poison. You know, he's been around LeBron James heavy. You know, people have conversations, and yeah, this, that, and the third. And you know how that go. We ain't with nobody stupid over here. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin Durant got tricked out of his spot trying to follow a wave and saying, hey, if he do it, I can do it. But he's not going to get no statue. Kevin Durant will never get a statue because, he didn't win anything in OKC. If that had been one place he'd have got a statue, he had a good shot getting in OKC. That's not going to happen in OKC. Okay, so now you scratch OKC out of it. Then you go, okay, he won 2 championships in Golden State, but he's only there 3 years. 3 years, 2 championships. Because he won championships, the statue is more iconic, and longevity should matter. It's like, what did you do in that community? It's more than just winning. Outside winning championship, he didn't do much in Golden State. And Brooklyn, Phoenix, we all know that's pretty much nothing. So like he said he don't think he's gonna get a statue. You know, he not gonna get a statue. And you know, that's the mentality. LeBron James, I've been around the NBA for a long time. Once he came with that mentality, always like, and he was tricking LeBron. He picked and chose his spots wisely. He honored his contract. He figured his things out, and he do it different. Everybody just can't run and do it. You know what I'm saying? And it don't work. It don't work. It don't work at all. And the reason why I said it like the Bucks. Now, I remember Dame saying that cause Dame was the one of the guys, he not leaving, he not this, that, and the third. And I remember he had a conversation with LeBron James. And LeBron James basically was telling these guys like, shit, these owners stuff will trade you and all this stuff there, whoop whoop. And it makes, it's true. It's not like it's a lot. You can get traded when things happen, but that don't means you have to have that. Two wrongs don't make a right. If an organization putting pieces around you and you approving these trades, which is all these star players do, Dame cannot say Portland, every move they was making, that they didn't keep him in the loop with, didn't ask him his opinion on it, signings and things like that. They signed Jeremy Grant because of him. They traded Jeremy Grant because of him. I mean, they signed him to all that money. So these players complain. Then I want to go just to just to Miami. Like, these players, see the difference between LeBron and these guys. LeBron, when he maneuver, he has a plan. He has a full out, detailed plan. Like, if somebody have the difference between LeBron and a lot of these guys, LeBron has a full, detailed plan how he gonna do. When he went to the Lakers, he looked at their roster and he like, okay, they will have cap space to sign me, okay, and they got good young players. So they, everybody know in the NBA what teams look for, and be quiet. What teams look for is young players and draft picks. You got good young players and draft picks. You in the makings to get a star. Let's say Giannis went out right now, and you got high-end young players and your draft picks. You got an excellent chance of getting them, and you got a big contract, like one big contract that it had to line up perfectly. If you got one big contract that can make the salary works, and then a couple good young players, and then a boatload of draft picks, you in the makings for this by anybody in the NBA who you in the makings on any player in the NBA who looking to get moved. Anybody. You in the runnings. I'm not saying you won't get that player, but you in the runnings. Lakers had two guys, was two former number 2 picks in Lonzo Ball and Brandon Ingram. And Lonzo Ball was a starter, and he was already making strides. He was a solid NBA player. Brandon Ingram was a starter, and he was a solid NBA player. And so you already could see, okay, they was pretty good. Then they had a young player, Kyle Kuzma, who was producing. I'm saying, even though he didn't get traded, but I'm just saying, that's an option. Then you had a high young player that was good, that everybody saw in Josh Hart exactly what he could do, and he got traded. This person not leaving, but this person took the spot. Let me see. Nah, he not leaving. You see what I'm saying? So they had a nice sizable contract in KCP. So it's a lot of different factors. LeBron James really maneuver, and he told Anthony Davis, listen, you go blah, blah, blah. He had it executed the right way. He know how to maneuver his way. Dame, oh, I just want to leave. I'm Milwaukee. I'm gonna just go to I just want to go to Milwaukee. I mean Miami. Now you know you's a franchise player. You've been there forever. You know you asked for that trade. Tyler Hero already got his money. That a lot of people felt like it was overpaid. Then they had a high guy, and Duncan Robinson. Nobody liked this contract, and he had a lot of years left on his deal. And they had no real picks. And they had no real picks. So you asked to go to this team, Miami. You said they got to keep Bam and Jimmy. So you saying they got to keep Bam and Jimmy. They had no high-end young players, one. Duncan Robinson was an overpaid one-trick pony. Only thing could shoot his threes that nobody really wanted. And he had it's not like he had a 1 year left on his deal. He had multiple years. He had this had like pretty much a fresh contract. So nobody really want that contract. And then they didn't have the draft capital like that. So you want to go there and say, no, they can't trade Bam, they can't trade Jimmy Butler, and they really had nothing to work with. Now you got to fight on the third team. So you got the young player and Hero that's already got a contract that no one wanted. See, it's different. That's what I'm saying. You can't follow LeBron James. See, the difference was Ingram and Lonzo was on a rookie contract, and they still had a couple years left on that rookie contract. They already paid the guy like Tyler Hero. Now it's like Tyler Hero had a fresh contract. So you got two fresh contracts and Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. And then you got no real young players. Then you didn't have a lot of draft capital. But you want to go there. See, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't an executed, well thought out plan. It wasn't a well thought out plan. So they like, oh, I don't have a problem trading you Miami, but they got nothing. They got nothing we wanted. And then the team they already had shooting guards. They already was drafting the guy, and they already had Sharp. Simon got like he got a point guard side, but he more of like a shooting guard. And then they drafted Scoot Henderson, who more of a two guard. So they got Sharp, who's a two guard. Scoot Henderson more of a two guard, and Simon got like a two guard game. So what would they need Tyler Hero for? Then, like I said, they want to start fresh, and he got a big contract. Then they have to take on Duncan Robinson. It's not like they can be like, all right, Duncan Robinson only got 1 year left. He had a few years left on his deal. He got a few years left on his deal. Then they got no real young players that was like 2021. And that guy, so it didn't make sense. You can't follow a LeBron James in that sense. LeBron say, hey, I already see they got this player. Even when he went to Cleveland the second time, it was calculated. Kyrie already a beast. They had cap space to sign LeBron. And they had a fresh number one pick who was a can't-miss prospect. And Andrew Wiggins. A can't-miss. They say he's going to be a perennial all-star, can't-miss prospect, and Andrew Wiggins, where they can, they know it will be easy to trade him for a superstar level player. When he went to Miami, he looked at the cap space. LeBron is way more calculated than these guys. These guys don't know how to do it like him. But they tried to do it and follow him. This guy not leaving. Leaving? No. You're not leaving. Oh shit. Alright. LeBron know what he's doing. So these guys, he poisoned their head. He know these guys don't know what they doing. He poisoned these guys' heads. They be in good situations, get them out of their good situations, and poison their head. And now it's like he's not the only one doing it. Giannis and Dame, Kevin Durant was like, I would never do that. He switched. Dame say he ain't with that, asking former super teams asking to get out. Dame did it. Giannis the same way. I'm gonna stay here. Like them guys is this what they doing. Then you got the media pumping that. This way, then they had the media saying that, yo, he's not the only one doing it. This guy doing it too. Let me stay here for a while. I'm not keep doing that circling stuff. The Dame didn't have to do it. See, Dame keep getting. See, the thing is, let me tell you the problem. The problem is, when you building a team, you have to be clear on what you want, and you have to know the NBA. You can't get caught up. Oh, this your homeboy. And when it's time for him to get paid, he get paid. And now he's overpaid. And he's not that good. No wonder should have been traded CJ. Should have been that they should have been traded CJ. CJ was a shell of itself, and who they got for CJ? Josh Hart. You get a strictly role player for him. Which I likes Josh Hart, but you got strictly a role player, a guy that now it like changed things. He said Bucks let the team get old. Then another thing, like to me, I don't think that was a bad. I still stand on the Yiannis and Dame thing. It's not bad, but you got a bad coach in Doc Rivers. People don't realize how big coaching, especially in today's NBA. In today's NBA, coaching is really big because you're dealing with a lot of crybabies. You're dealing with a lot of crybabies, a lot of entitled guys. So it makes it that much harder. I ain't gonna lie, I would never want to coach in today's NBA. You're dealing with a lot of crybabies. Some things you got guys think they better than what they is. That's for one. And they really, a lot of these players not that good as they I could sit there and go down the line. A lot of these players not that good, as they may say. They call these guys superstars. A lot of these guys is not superstars. And the NBA try to push them, but it's not that. To me, you could count on hand on a superstar. Like you look at a guy like Joel B, you'll say superstar. He's not a superstar. He never really did big in the playoffs. Same with Tatum. Like they never consist. They gonna put up good numbers, but they don't got them monster games, takeover games where they will their teams to win night in night out. He said Doc Rivers. I've been saying that, but see, and this is why I said I'm not holding no punches today because I don't care about no black man stuff and all that shit. I don't care about none of that shit. I was one of the first ones exposed Doc Rivers and said he wasn't a good coach. I said he's overrated. Y'all could go back and look at when I first came on YouTube, when I was going YouTube 4 times a year. Mind you, I never, the last 3 years, I think, 2 years, I've been consistent. 2 years, just 24, like in 22, I think. The last 2 years I've been consistent. Other years I've been on YouTube, I was coming on once every blue moon. And I was the first one to sit there and say he's overrated. And he's a solid coach, but definitely not in today's NBA. No way in the world the Bucks should have got Doc Rivers in today's NBA. No way. The same with Darvin Ham is really not no, like, I don't see reason why I kind of like feel bad for Darvin. For one, I feel bad for Darvin because I don't like the way they did it. Like me talking about, I know I was the one exposed him, and I was the first one to jump on it before anybody. Say that Darvin Ham not a good coach. But like I said, I never called for Darvin Ham's job. I just say he wasn't a good coach. I'm not one to say he should get fired or this, that, and the third. I just say he wasn't a good coach. And the same thing with Doc. You know a good coach. You could just tell there's a lot of elements goes into good coaching. It's a lot of elements goes into that. And the thing with Darvin Ham, like I said, you can see good coaching is not okay, guys. Like even his speech, he's dry, especially into like I said, you got today's NBA, and you got like overall, like some guys just good coaches, no matter what era you probably could put them in. And then sometimes you got to factor in today's NBA because today's NBA is a whole different ball game. It's different. Today's NBA is different. You got to, that's not nothing you can ignore and be like, all right, whatever. No, it is a real thing. These guys today is very spoiled. They're not good as people think they is. So they're entitled. So it's a lot of things you can't do. It's a money grab where, let's say, a guy that's really not playing that well, and he'll start. You can't bench him. You can't bench him. Before, like, you see how Phil Jackson put Scottie Pippen on the bench? And he told him sit, even though, you know what I mean? And Kukoc hit the shot, and Scottie Pippen complained. Like, you can't do that in today's NBA. You can't do that. You can't do that. In today's NBA, you gotta be relatable, and you had to adjust on the fly a lot because the game is more wild and unpredictable, where these guys take bad shots and they break the plays. These guys break the plays and all type stuff where, you know what I mean? It's just like all over the place. I think I'm gonna take this parking spot. This one kind of close. Yeah, that's crazy. They both literally start their car at the same time. This spot look a little big. I'll take that one. Try smash that like button, man. Hit that like button. they both. And find out they sliding off together. They both literally. Let me do this one. So so you got to. There's a certain skill set you have to have to coach in today's NBA. There's certain players. Like I think Doc Rivers is dated. He's not for today's NBA, and I think Darvin Ham is more of an excellent assistant coach. I really think Darvin is a good assistant coach. Head coach wise, it just a lot of elements I just don't that like far as you say pure coaching. That's why all the times you can't just go, oh well, he went to the Western Conference Finals and stuff like that. Sometimes it could be matchup and talent, but he don't like you look at him. He don't really coach. Like it's just more like go out there and play, guys. Yo, come on. They. It's more he tried to do like the motivation speaking. Yo, go out there and coach, guys. Look, come on, man. We got the box out, like real simple stuff. He's definitely not a good, excellent old head coach. He said Drew Holiday way better fit on the Bucks than Dame. I don't think it's so much of a fit. Like I said, I think the problem is with the Dame. I think Dame and Giannis could have went well. Because if you look at Milwaukee, Middleton was a shell of himself, and Drew Holiday. See, people talked about Drew Holiday, Drew Holiday this, Drew Holiday that, but Drew Holiday was struggling. Drew Holiday struggled a lot in big games. It's times he couldn't score, do anything, and he lackadaisical his on offense. Yes, his defense is good, but I don't look at it as people think just because they won. The thing would make that deal. Had he went to any other team but Boston, that deal wouldn't look that bad. The deal looked crazy because he ended up getting rerouted to Boston. Let's say he'd have went to, it could have been another team. It could have been another playoff team. Let's say if he'd have went to Dallas or something. It's that he went to their rivals, and that was what Boston needed. Boston. If you look at Boston play, a lot of the stuff Marcus Smart helped them a lot tremendously, but Marcus Smart also cost them a lot of games with his dumb things at the down the stretch. He was doing a lot. People say, "Oh, like Drew Holiday," but Derek White hit a. Derek White to me is more of a key than Drew Holiday. Yeah, he's inconsistent. I remember I was in LA. I was in LA, right? And I was watching the day I seen Reg, that time I was in LA when I seen Reg Dog and Kevin Johnson. I was in Kevin Johnson restaurant. And when I met up with Reg Dog, right? I was watching the Bucks and the Celtics. It was the playoffs game. The Bucks and Celtics was playing. And I'm just watching. I'm like, yo, Drew Holiday was killing them. Like, this like they don't talk about how Jimmy Butler just scorched them, scorched Drew Holiday, took over, and they sent the Bucks home. Miami sent the Bucks home. He scorched them. So when people be like, oh, they shouldn't have traded Drew Holiday, this, that, and the third, it's the thing that Dame mindset. Dame mindset. Dame didn't have a professional mindset coming in. He talked about, oh, I just felt lonely in Milwaukee. Oh, he just complained about everything because he wanted to go in Miami. And then these today's players is really, really sensitive. Today's players, these guys is sensitive, man. So when he sat there and said he taking Bam, when they said all time team, and he put Bam a player because he's more friends with him, he's not a better player than Giannis. Miami, like this what I don't get. You say you want to win. Giannis was considered the best player in the league, definitely top two, him or Jokic. They was considering way better than Bam. Jimmy Butler is, you don't know, he hot and cold, his personality, you don't know how you gonna fit with him. Jimmy Butler, but you want, and then he be hurt and stuff, you want to go there, but you playing with Giannis. You playing with Giannis. You gotta buy into it. I think that's what hurt Milwaukee. I don't think it's nothing but that. And then they got rid of their coach. Like, my thing is, this is another thing in today's NBA, and this is why I said these players today is spoiled and it's crazy. When a guy win a championship as a coach, he's normally there. Bucks won in 2021. The Bucks was world champs in 2021 and 2023. They had coaches out of there. That's crazy. That's crazy. The same thing with the Lakers. The Lakers won a championship and Vogel out of there. This what you dealing with in today's NBA. These players is weak and they have no backbone, and that's just what it is. How? You can't make, like, you have a formula, you have a coach that won with a player, and I never seen nothing like it. Then you see rumors that if Denver don't win, Mike Malone may be out of it. That's crazy. And they just won. It's the mentality of these players, man. The Ronnie, what up? Greg Brown, Stone Cold, X2. Who else? I ain't say. Track Nation, B Skrills, Trading Trucks. I said Mr. already, but you know what I'm saying? This is the issue you have in today's NBA. That's an issue. They lose. Then you look at a situation like this. Milwaukee, you look at a situation like this. Frank Vogel, a first year head coach with Phoenix. He played 1 year and he gets fired. After 1 year, championship coach, and he won in Indiana. The championship coach can't even last more than a year. This is crazy. If you look at these coaches, you look at their resume and how long they lasting on teams, is crazy. Even like Darvin Ham, the Lakers, you picked them. This is why it's a problem where when you scouting, when you scouting for a coach and you scouting for a player, you can't think of nothing but the betterment of your team. You cannot, especially when it comes to coach, you have to do with the betterment of the team. You got to. You have to be like, you know what? And then you have to look at what's the fault. I don't even think Darvin is. I don't even look at Darvin as a good motivational speaker because I don't even think he's no good motivational speaker. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Darvin a good motivational speaker. I just think the thing with Darvin Ham is I just think he's like cool. That guys, I think he just has a good personality and guys like him. I don't think he's no good motivational speaker. I disagree with that. Because if you're a good motivational speaker, that might can get you over. Because you can ride. I've never seen where he says something like real motivational and guys went out there and and blew the waters off the door. Like motivational speak, guys hyped and you got them. So I disagree with that. That's a motivational speaker. A motivational speaker get guys moving. Like if you could find a lazy guy, let's say even on a business, and after your seminar, you let's say you teach a seminar, and or like a even like a preacher, a reverend at the church. You know, some reverend at the church get into their bag and they preaching their ass off where you get that Holy Ghost, that spirit. That's a good motivational speaker. Mark Jackson is a good motivational speaker, not Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham just more of a cool dude, like, nah, I like him. You know what I mean? He's that. The same with Doc Rivers. They just likable. That's all they is. They more likable than anything. First thing with anytime you see with Doc Rivers, the first thing you hear on guys on TNT and all they say the same thing about Doc Rivers. I like Doc Rivers. I like that they like Doc Rivers. Either big man, big boy, big boy from LSU, who got the case, Glenn Davis, Big Baby Davis. He said Doc likable, but he can't coach. So not saying I ain't gonna say label Doc that he can't coach, but Doc Rivers had like he more motivational speaker than Darvin Ham, but he and like that's what I said in today's NBA with the analytic and the way how you have to coach today, Doc Rivers definitely not it in today's NBA. He's definitely not in today's NBA. I think to be a good coach, I think see reason why I don't get Mark. The only thing I think, and I don't think they're gonna do it because they just got um they signed Adrian Griffin to a 5 year deal, and they signed Adrian Griffin to a 5 year deal. I think Parker might be suspended, but I taking no chance. Hold on, guys, 1 second. My boy Stone Cold said, um, the first thing Darvin did, he didn't like as a head coach. He said LeBron had a good game, and during the interview, he walked past and said, "They can't stop the king." He said, "What type of blink is that as a head coach, like a fan?" Dan Brady, what up? Sweezy, what up? Nah, I ain't going off on the Lakers. I ain't going off on nobody really. I'm just calling it how it is. I ain't really going off on anyone. He said F the Yankees. I love this hat right here, but I went with the Dodgers, and I'm a New Yorker. I love New York, but I went with the Dodgers. See, the thing is, today's NBA, it is difficult to coach in today's. These guys is crybabies. How can Dame, if I'm Dame, this how I'm Dame, I'm looking at it. You got, let's say they starters. You got one of the top two, or this say top three player at best as a teammate that's humble, that's played both ends of the court, humble, a diehard type of guy in Giannis. You got a ideal big man, shoot threes and block and a rim protector, and Brook Lopez. Then you got, okay, you look at yourself, what you could contribute to the team. Then you got a guy that's a forcer, another big man that can rebound and knock down threes and got a nice little post-up turnaround game, and Bobby Portis, that's a forcer, that's a guy that, that is an enforcer. Then you got a guy, Middleton. Yes, he's not the same, but you like at bare minimum. One thing Middleton can a good outside shooter. One thing, injuries or not, when you could shoot, you could shoot. He's never been athletic, so it's not like he was an athletic guy. Like, damn, he gonna be. Even you optimistic. Okay, he may come back. He don't have to come back as the same Middleton we know him, but he could shoot the three and he's a mid range killer. Then you got you got a guy like Pat Connaughton, an ultimate role player, guy that gonna defend, who gonna rebound, good rebounding guard, a guy a guy, a good team player. Like, how y'all, that didn't work? See, a lot of times these coaches, see, let me tell you why it's like that too. And this is why I blame the players too. Because and the media, this is why the players sometimes have to come shut down the media. When the Bucks lost, and it's right before they fired Budenholzer, right? Giannis might be out. Milwaukee got to get rid of Budenholzer. Milwaukee got to get rid of him. They got to get rid of this guy. This, that, and the third. They already maxed out already. They not a good team. They can't beat Miami. They didn't figure out this, that, and the third. Saying a whole bunch of stuff with this. You got to get rid of this coach. Giannis not happy. Giannis gonna want to get traded. Now they have all these things. He may go to Golden State. Now all this stuff that Giannis might be traded, this, that, and the third. Boom, boom. Giannis not happy. When they got Dame, Giannis, first thing Giannis said, "Oh, I don't know where the reports come from. I never did you hear out my mouth that I wasn't happy." This is what he says. But why, when the reports was out there, you should have just put the blanket on the fire. And the thing is, you could tell the difference in type quality of players. Think about back in the days when guys won with their coaches, the star player and their coach always like this. It's like that's their guy. Chuck Daly, Isaiah Thomas, Magic, Kareem, Pat Riley. Casey Jones, Larry Bird. Like them guys ride or die with they coaches. Like this era here, you can win with a coach, and these players you don't win. Like Giannis had the power, but they shouldn't even got rid of Bills and Hulk. I'm not saying it now, but I even said it then. Like, God damn, he just won in 2021, and then Giannis got hurt. When they lost, Giannis had got hurt, and then Drew Holiday. Like I said, I don't. I know his demeanor. He too laid back. Like I don't care. It seemed like nothing. That's his personality. But Drew Holiday, I never was a big fan of him. I respect him, but I was never a big fan of him because I feel that he never the media loved Drew Holiday. Um, and I think they overrate him some to me if you ask me. But nobody never say nothing towards him. They went at Middleton with the Bucks. Middleton got hurt. Drew Holiday, if you watch him play, he coasts a lot. For a guy to get all that money, he play good defense. Yeah, he may make plays here and there, but he takes. See, people don't watch the game like that. I've seen a lot where he just coasts and he's no real impact. He just go with the flow. Then he jump. He's not no leader. He's quiet. He's not no leader. But the thing, Drew Holiday, see, the thing is, well, most of the time, with guys, good defenders, they never really get criticism like an offensive player. They don't. Offensive players get way more criticism than defensive player. Way more. He just sits. He just laid back. He just laid back, cool type of guy. They lost. It's like okay, that when they played the Celtics, like I said that day I was in LA, I was mad as hell at him. You know what I mean? His golf screens, it's like everything lackadaisical. Like he don't have that like red, that fire, like that. Like he had a little more fire because he wanted to stay in Milwaukee. So I saw a little more fire last year than I saw when he was in Milwaukee. And it's easy now. Coaches be lasting 1 or 2. Let me tell you this: the coaches and these young players, lease is so short in the NBA today, and it's like it's crazy. It's crazy. Just think about like before players least gonna air out their whole contract. Like today's NBA, these players they expect you to really jump in and have an impact. If not, they call you a bust so early. Like these young players. Let's break this down. You got a guy like D'Lo. After his second year, they already trade him. Magic had a certain stigma on him. Oh, he ain't this. He was already fully labeled at the second year in the NBA. You had guys like the guy in Detroit, the point guard in Detroit, Ivory. Oh, he ain't all that. This, that, and the third. They kind of like he's nothing, and he kind of labeled as a bust, a bad pick. Detroit want to get rid of him. Same with Scoot Henderson last year. Oh, he a bust, he's not that. Get rid of him. Same shit with Ayton. Ayton second year, DeAndre Ayton. Oh, he ain't this, and he's already labeled. And they all put up decent numbers. If you think about it, for a first and second year guy, they technically playing up into the thing, but simple fact they get drafted at um this pick, they get their expectation high and they get labeled quick. Coaches say now look at Josefino. Now I'm not a fan of Josefino at all, but it's crazy. He literally this basically say 1 year because it's October right now. It's literally October. It's literally 5 games in, 5 or 6 games in, and the Lakers said we're not picking up his option. That's crazy. It's literally 5 games in, And they saying they not picking up the option. He didn't play last year because mind you, most guys technically in today's NBA, young guys could play, but he was a 17 pick, not like he was a lottery pick. You had other guys. Then he got hurt. He wasn't starting because you had D'Lo over him. Then the Lakers picked up Gabe Vincent, but then, like I said, he got hurt. Josefino got hurt, so he never really played much in the NBA. And like I said, this season literally just starting. So that to say, after 1 year, the Lakers gave up on him because you only can't count this year. Like I said, it's only 5 games. Literally, Lakers said, we not picking his option up. They not picking his option up. That's crazy. Normally, you don't see that. You don't see that. Normally, guys, especially that little bit of money, not like these guys got a $25 million contract. That's sure anything like 10 and under is not that much. These guys not investing, these teams not investing and developing these young guys no more. They not. Yeah, and he played good in the G League. They not doing it. Even these coaches. You could win as a coach and your job not safe. If you consider a contending team or a good team and you not winning at a timely fashion, you out of here. Let's look at Detroit. Detroit paid Monty Williams $90 million. He coached 1 year, they get rid of him. 1 year. Frank Vogel literally signed a fresh contract, played 1 year, he's out of there. NBA is bad today. It's just not good. It's not, because all they telling you is a lot of these GMs and because players run the league, and now more so you comping these players because you hear rumblings that these players don't want to be there. So now teams in panic mode. Teams try to be ahead 2 years ahead. So any rumblings the media put out that this player not happy, because it could be false. But if you sit there and then the thing is, these guys follow LeBron James because LeBron James' motto is don't say nothing. So when silence sometimes could get you could take it in many different ways. So that's LeBron James' motto. So when you don't say nothing, you get what you want. So the media comes out and say, Giannis not happy with the team. He wants to leave. He see the Bucks can't do any better. They not gonna win. They can't do any better. Budenholzer got to go. They tuned him out. The team tuned Budenholzer out. He has to go. The media start rumbling like that crazy. These owners and general managers not stupid to that point. So they go ask the player. The player sit there and be dumbfounded, not say much. So if the player's silent, you like, oh, well, he ain't fully endorsing the team like that. And you just saying, I just want to win. I just want to win. So now what that tell you? You don't want to lose Giannis. So you go, it's like, okay, he just want to win. Dame available. We know he likes Dame, and we could see a pick and roll where him and Dame could be deadly. Let's get Dame. The coach, they tune the coach out. I'm asking him, he's not fully endorsing the coach. Let's get a new coach. Let's get a new coach. And I know people gonna probably be like, oh, LeBron can blame for everything, but it's got LeBron James written all over him. LeBron James' motto is the media speak for him and he be quiet and don't say nothing. The difference between LeBron and these guys, LeBron has so much power and he dictate and he know exactly what he's doing. He know how to do this. So what he do is he will apply his contract because 9 times 10 the teams he on it's not like he's on losing teams. So the whole 4 years he was in Cleveland, they was good. So it's not like he wasting his time being there. he has a fighting chance. So now when the opportunity comes to bail out, he's gonna do it. Same with Miami. D Wade got a little older and he felt he wasn't appreciated in Miami as much. What did he do? He like, hey, you know what I mean? He know how to maneuver his way out. He know what the hell he doing. But these players don't know how to do it like he not do it. But then he know how to play the game. I'm not gonna say nothing. But they constantly saying, oh, he's not happy. He thinking about this team, that team. And then he'd go there and sit there and shake the hand of that team and sit there and be compliment of that coach or that organization. So now you say, you know what? LeBron James do want out. You seen what he just did? He just gave, he just put the Nick towel on his back. He just gave compliments to Jalen Brunson. He just said Jalen Brunson is this, that, and the third. He just said the Knicks organization doing, he like what the Knicks doing over there. He's not saying much, but he's saying enough. He's saying enough. So Giannis don't know how to do it like LeBron not do it, because not really in him. So when these reports come out, oh, he's not happy, he just done a third. So now the Bucks not knowing what's going on. And the Bucks say, you know what? The Bucks say, you know what? That's make him happy. It must be true because he's not saying nothing. He's saying he happy, but is a dry happy. We all know the difference. We know the difference. That's like somebody sit there, I'm with you, and we in the store. I go, you want something? You look at it, you go, nah, you don't want nothing from the store. Because the way I said it, I offer, but it's like a dry offer. I'm at the store, I'm at the register, I done got everything I want. I ain't asked you coming into the store. We both go in the store together. I ain't asked you. I picked up everything I wanted from the store. I go to the register. You just standing there like a sad puppy. I know the right thing to do to offer, but I really don't want to offer. I ain't say nothing. We going there, yo, you want this, you want that. I said, you want something? You want something? Nah. Your pride instant could kick in automatically. It wasn't that welcoming. But before we go in, yo, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I got to get me something to eat. Yo, what you doing? You eating? You want something? Yeah, I want something. It's a difference. It's a difference. These people not stupid. So if they sit there and ask Giannis, yo, you happy? And or the media, I just want to win. He answered the question. You happy in Milwaukee? You see yourself? I just want to win. Whatever it takes to win, wherever it be, if it's here in Milwaukee, whatever, I just want to win. So now it's like, okay, we got to upgrade the team. You can't get much from Middleton. Now you got a big well. We know Giannis love Dame. It's an opportunity to get him. You got that type of level player that you can make happen. What's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Nobody fooling nobody. Nobody fooling nobody. We know how this thing works. We know how this thing works. Know how this works. And the owners and general manager know how it works. They like, you know what? We can't afford to lose him. He basically saying he's not happy, but you know what I mean? let's just make a move on it. LeBron James taught them guys that. Just be quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Say Yiannis going to Dallas. For who? I don't see it. Who are you going to Dallas for? I don't see him going to Dallas. For who? It's not going to be Luka. It's not Kyrie. Now, the one thing they got going for them is Lively as far as the young talent. But outside of Lively, where they going to make the money up at? I don't see him going to Dallas. I don't see it. Now, if they have Lively and another like really good young player that's up and coming, then you could be like, but this Lively type guy, the way it is, like, all right, cool, we might work with Lively, but who else? Who else? Let's say if they had like a live. Let's say if they had like a Lively on their team, right? And let's say they had like a player like a young solid player like let's say if these three players they had on their team. Like you see how like let's say you see how like Dalton Connect playing with the Lakers right now. He is early season. You saw what he did in the preseason. So let's say if Dalton Connect played everything like he did with the Lakers, but he was on the Maverick roster. You have Lively, and you had a young player like a young solid player that's already playing solid, or like a Shaden Sharp. Like a Shaden Sharp. You had like a Shaden Sharp, Dalton Connect on your team, like a rookie that got picked in the mid-first round, but playing good or solid right now. Lively, a guy who you look at, he's like the best out the bunch. And then you got like a Shaden Sharp, a guy that's, got real potential. Then you be like, oh, okay. Like a team like Brooklyn. Now, let's say a team like Brooklyn. Now you got, let's say they go, okay, we start with Clowney and Claxton. Now you got two guys up front, athletic, long, shot blockers. You go, okay, cool with that. And then something else. Then like a boatload of draft picks. Like, then it's like, okay, cool. Milwaukee, they're going to want let's look at, you got to have at least 5 first-round picks. If you don't got the super, if you can't swap them for another, like, star-level player, you got to start. Giannis still, you can easily see 10 years left. He's dominant on both ends. Giannis, easy. He only, 30? Easy, you got to start with five first-round picks. Just look what they got for not Cat. What's the other dude? Mikal Bridges. Look what they got for Mikal Bridges. I don't see it gonna be hard. Like, it's gonna be hard. And Giannis is gonna be a situation where if he do go to a team, it's not like he gonna go to a team, he's gonna be like, all right, like they already got guys in place where he could be like, all right, well, I'm going ahead and we already got two good players already, and you think you're just gonna build from there. It may have to. I see a Giannis type trade. I could see it happening like you swapping out another All-Star level player. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be no young players with potential. Let's say if we want to go to let's say a Denver for instance. I'm just saying for instance, it's not gonna be no. It's gonna be Giannis, Murray, and Jokic. It's not gonna be a situation like that. Murray had to go. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like that type of situation. It's not gonna be no he going there and you keeping your two best players. That's not happening. Embiid and Maxey. You train in Philadelphia, you're gonna have to give up Maxey. If you want to play with Embiid, you're giving up Maxey. If you want to play with Maxey, you be like, all right, I'm tired of Embiid. It's gonna be one of those type trades for Giannis. It's not gonna be that type trade where there's a bunch of role players or promising young guys, and then you got some draft picks, and nah. It's not going down like that. Now a team like San Antonio got a lot of picks. See, they don't have to. And then a guy like Vassell, they ain't gonna want his money. But like the team with a guy like Victor, it is that. If you want to treat him to OKC, it's not going to be no well OKC want Giannis, and they're gonna be able to keep Chet Holmgren and Shai Gilgeous. It's not happening. You're not getting Giannis. If you want to keep Shai, Holmgren gonna have to go. They not taking no Jalen Williams and another player and then a boatload of picks. That's not happening. Only way that you might see something like that if he had 1 year left on his deal. If he had 1 year left on the deal and there's a team that got a couple teams got cap space you could see him going to, then he might could get a deal like that, like how the Anthony Davis type situation. I don't think Giannis tired of Milwaukee. I don't know. These players today is weird. How can you dislike a team one just last year you all in, now you going like I don't know. That's why I don't like the NBA. It's not the same to me. And see the thing with a guy like Jaylen Brown, people try to put him and Tatum against each other. Jaylen Brown is a real one. He can just go out and play. He don't play all that politics. He don't do the politics. He don't do the politics. They team attack. That's why I think I gotta say Celtics going back. Because Cat don't have the biggest heart. So I don't see the Knicks beating the Celtics. Philadelphia this a mess. You got a guy like Paul George weak mentally. Then you got a B always hurt. Then you got this mess going on in Milwaukee. Cleveland now, if they get their shit together, and Cleveland could get a nice 3. If Cleveland could get a nice small forward, I think of one probably in a later date that I'll probably do have to look at their roster to see where, and they can stay healthy and see where they can improve. I think they definitely need a backup point guard. They need a small forward backup point guard. Small forward and backup point guard. And a solid role player. I'm gonna do Cleveland. I'm gonna fix Cleveland. I'm gonna make Cleveland to a powerhouse. I'm gonna do an upload video on how Cleveland could be an instant championship contending team because they got the makings of it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, peace.